Chapter 2. Bobbity-bobbity-boo. Caleb was walking down the street, grumbling to himself. In his sour mood, he bumped into a random mare. "Excuse you," she said in a snippy tone. "I bet it's macho," he shouted over his shoulder as he continued on. Finally, he stopped by the alley where he hid in his supply case. He had been taught only a dumb shopkeeper keeps all his stock on display. Shifting away some crates, he found it right where he left it. "Miss Dame Lunamoon, I tried to do this the other day." He opened up his case and scanned through his collection of vials and trinkets. "But no, we had to do this the fun today." "Are you sure you don't mind?" Carrot Top asked. "Not at all," Trixie assured the farmer. "You're always welcome for tea." It was slightly after 2, and Trixie was sitting in their lounge with Lyra, Bonbon, and Carrot Top having tea. Well, it was originally going to be just Lyra and Bonbon. Carrot Top had come by to sort out some permits, so Trixie had decided to extend the invitation to her as well. "Absolutely," Lyra said. "The more the merrier." "Careful, dear," Bonbon warned playfully. "Last time you said that too was Charlie." Trixie coughed as some tea went down to the wrong pipe. "So, Sweet Claire told me she saw a blue zebra making a scene in front of the residency." Lyra said in an attempt to change the subject. "What was that about?" Trixie pursed her lips. She had been hoping to wait until the other 3 elements finished work so they could discuss the matter together. Still, it was better they knew as soon as possible. "First off, it wasn't a zebra. It was a zebroni called Caleb." Lyra tilted her head slightly. "Zebroni?" "You know, a pony-zebra hybrid." "Oh." Lyra replied in sudden comprehension. "You mean a Zorse?" "No," Trixie replied. "A zebroni." "Oh, I thought the term was sunny," Carrot Top commented. "I like Pumbra," Bonbon said. Then she noticed the other staring at her. "What? Why should zebra always get top billing?" "Look, in New Orleans, the community of pony-zebra hybrids that live there call themselves zebronis. So if Caleb is anything, he is a zebroni." "Fair enough," Bonbon replied. "So what was he doing?" "Trying to become my nemesis and settle a score." "Another one?" Lyra asked in dismay. "Honestly, Trixie, I think you're starting a collection." "Hey, if you want to take over as some of my potential nemesis, read my guess," Trixie shot back. "No, she's fine," Bonbon butted in. "Last time she tried having a nemesis, Trumpeting Harold ended up with a concussion." "We've been over this, Bonbon," Lyra said in mild irritation. "He called me a free-loading, heart-strumming bum. I had to retaliate."
"Yeah," Pokey said as he walked in with a tray of cookies. I mean, a musician that doesn't know what a liar is clearly needs some sense not to do."
"Exactly," Lyra exclaimed. There was a moment's silence, and Trixie was about to comment on what had been insinuated, but stopped by a hoof touch and shaking her head from Carrot Top. "So, why does Caleb have a grudge against you?" "It's a long story," Trixie said dismissively.
"Caleb is a former friend and blames Trixie for his brother being arrested,"
Pokey explained. Then he noticed Trixie staring at him.
"Just because you say it's a long story doesn't mean that it is one."
"So why does Caleb blame you for his brother being arrested?" Carrot Top asked. "Because I'm the one who turned him in," Trixie replied. "Well, that really isn't such a long story after all." "Well, I assumed that the story's a bit longer than that," Lyra argued. "I mean, for starters, how did you become friends with a zebroni?" "My grandfather was on good terms with a group of them, and it sort of expanded from there," Trixie elaborated. "Me and Gil and Bantu were roughly the same age, and we clicked. We weren't BBFs, but we had fun together. When I moved to Canterlot, I slowly lost touch." "Then how did you end up being the one getting arrested?" "Well, sometime later, I'm in Canterlot, busy with my studies. Out of the blue, Bantu comes into town, wanting to catch up. Things are going great. Next day, I get word that a train carrying relief funds had been attacked by some ponies with weird powers. Within the hour, Bantu's at my door, begging for a place to hide." "He robbed a relief funds train and went to Luna's apprentice as a hiding place?" Bonbon asked in dismay. "Tried to rob," Trixie clarified. "You underestimated how well guarded those things are. Canterlot hasn't exactly got that many escape options when you're landlocked. So, in desperation, he reached out to a friend. Tracy said the word friend with a touch of irony. When I found out what he had done, I alerted the guards. So it's just Caleb that we need to worry about, or is the rest of the family out for your blood as well? Carrot Top asked. No, a big part of most Brownie's belief system is the idea of full circle, the representative explained. It's the idea that any deed you do, good or bad, will some way come back to you. Bantu tried to rob a train carrying funds to police that needed it, so he's in jail for it. Well, I'm not on his family's heartwarming card list. They don't hold me responsible. Except for Caleb, Lyra said. Except for Caleb, Trixie agreed. So if he's been carrying a cross for this long, why wait until now to do something? Carrot Top asked. Because I finally have something to lose, Trixie answered. He went after my family in New Orleans. His own community would turn on him. And after what his brother pulled, if he even said to flip with Canterlot, he watched so closely he wouldn't be able to try anything. But now that you're here, so all bets are off? Lyra asked a clarification. Well, his chances are a lot better, Trixie replied. If he's like how I remember him, he's not dumb enough to just attack me outright. But I will sleep better than if I know he's out of town. So she turned to her assistant. Speaking of which, were you able to find anything?
I asked around. Nothing out of the ordinary so far, Bucky replied. I tried getting our best field agent on the case, but she declined.
Really? Trixie replied. But I thought Pinky loved playing spy.
Yeah, but apparently she's busy with something else.
Yeah, perfect, Pinkie Pie exclaimed. Now you're in. Rarity, who's out for a peaceful stroll, startled as he noticed that Pinky had stuck a moustache onto Big Macintosh's face. Pinky dear, what are you doing? Oh, hi, Pinky the Baker replied cheerfully. Big Mac agreed to marry my nemesis, so I was giving you the first go at wearing the moustache. The look on Big Mac's face seemed to tell Rarity that agreed to was a relative term in this case. Dear, as dusty as Mr. Macintosh looks with a moustache, I really think that some pudding as kind and sweet nature as him would make a good nemesis. You kidding? Piggy exclaimed. He's red and pink. We were made to class. Rarity paused softly. That is true. Piggy seemed satisfied and focused her attention back to the red stallion. Alright, Big Mac, let's see you do something nemesis-y.
Nervously?
Big Mac asked in dismay. How about you rob a bank?
Nope.
Kidnap the mayor?
Nope.
Steal for a case for the circuit card?
Nope.
Take Rarity to a rail track? Certainly not, the fashionista exclaimed. How about a limited speech stating your supposed superiority? The look Big Mac gave Pinky to say, are you kidding me? Alright, Pinky conceded. Could I get an evil laugh, though? She stared at the stallion with big hope-filled eyes. It said that Big Mac is the strongest pony in Ponyville, but even he wasn't strong enough to say no to that face. As he yelled a relenting sigh, he took a moment to clear his throat, then let loose. When he finished his laugh, Pinky and Rarity just stared down. Meanwhile, in the background, Lily fainted, but went unnoticed.
What?
The stallion asked before being enveloped by a patented Pinkie Pie hug. Oh, Maggie, you're the bestest nemesis ever. So is he dangerous? Lyra asked. Potentially, Trixie answered. Ever heard of New Orleans voodoo? Of course. Almost all the travel books about New Orleans talk about it. Lyra paused. Wait, you mean that's real? I thought it was just a thing to entertain tourists. It's real, all right. I mean, a good part of it is smoke and mirrors, but there's genuine power there. How strong is he? Hard to say. Voodoo users can't be put in a linear power level scale like unicorns can. A big part of their magic is based on having the right ingredients, and using them in a way so that with the right ingredients, even somebody with little power could do a lot. Gale could be 90% flash and only 10% substance, and there would still be enough power for him to abuse. Trixie turned to her assistants. And the next sentence out of your mouth better not about me and substance abuse.
Wasn't going to say anything.
Bucky lied somewhat blatantly. There was a knock on the door. Wondering who it might be, Trixie went to answer it. She saw Rarity standing there. Hi, Representative. Is Carrot Top here? Rarity asked. Lily said she had seen her coming this way. She is. Do you need her? Well, not me, personally. At that moment, Piggy appeared out of nowhere. Her tongue was eternally swollen with blue spots. She seemed to be trying to talk quite adamantly, but all that came out was an incomprehensible mumbling and spitting. First, I had once told me how Carrot Top had helped her after a nasty run-in with Poison Choke, and I was hoping she could brew up another cure, Verity explained. The swelling doesn't seem to be obstructing her breathing, thank goodness, but it's still rather a unpleasant state to be in. Wait, Tracy said. There are a lot of normal things that could cause a swollen tongue. Why do you assume it's Poison Choke? Well, it's not so much what happened to Pinkie Pie than what happened to Big Mac that set me off, Verity said, as she gestured towards the pony that came with them. Tracy started to where Verity was pointing. What happened to Big Mac? Oh, sweet Luna! There was a pony who was right color, but had a very major difference as well. Big Mac, Tracy said, dismay. You're a mare. Yup. Big Mac answered in a deep, but still feminine voice. Cheerily paused and rang on a chalkboard. Couldn't be. What are you thinking of me shooting? Sleebell asked. It's fine, Sleebell. I just saw a sense. She trailed off when she remembered the age group she was talking to. Nothing important. Now who can tell me the answer to this equation? Carrot Top was busy expecting the two victims, while Lyra had shown out the right amount of concern to Pinkie's plight. She couldn't help but stare at Big Mare Kintoss. What are you thinking about right now? Bonbon asked. Lyra suddenly jerked her head and felt a light blush. Moonlight said that's Sir Simony. Her marathon couldn't help but raise an eyebrow. Big Macintosh has been turned into a hot-looking mare. You're thinking about music? She remarked. There's the thing about being too focused on your work. Lyra, meanwhile, was trying hard to keep her focus away from something else. Wait. If it's Big Mac, it's now a mare, does that mean Macintosh has big, giant... Woohoo! Woohoo! Oh, come on. Everybody knows Rarity does. Applejack is medium, but that tail and her legs make sure she keeps those things hidden. And you would know this why? One day while she was buying a book for the store, she sort of, well, it was an accident, really. What happened? Well, one of the books fell, and I decided to be a gentle stallion, and I went over to pick it. I knelt down, and I accidentally turned my head up, and, well, her tail swished the right way, and I kind of got a good look at both of them. Both of them? Both of them. So what did you do? I handed her the book, apologized profusely, ran and hid in my bedroom, and did not leave for a day. You see, this is why you sometimes need another book seller. Trixie, you told me we could barely afford the bare essentials for the studio. Do you really think I've got enough money in my budget to afford another bookkeeper in this store? It's hard enough trying to keep everything organized as is. How did this happen? Carrot Top asked. I was hoping you could tell us, Eddie said. Both Big Macintosh and Pinkie Pie swear they haven't been in contact with any Poison Choke. Thought the only thing they have been in contact was with this. Rarity levitated on Pinkie's fake mustache. A mustache? Bonbon asked in dismay. Carrot Top gave the mustache a sniff. Yeah, that's definitely a Poison Choke. Well, a mustache with a Poison Choke usually isn't enough to do something like this. If it's you, somehow implement the magic. Effects magically. Trixie says he took a hold of the mustache, her own magic, returning to Pinkie. Did anybody else touch your mustache today? Pinkie nodded and pulled out her party list. As he pointed to the last name on the list. Grumpy Blue Zebra. Trixie realized he did dawn on her. Caleb! Meanwhile, Carrot Top was trying to think of the best way to fix this. Well, if the base concoction Caleb used is Poison Choke, then the same cure will work. Excellent! Verity exclaimed. And while I can make it cure, I'll keep Big Mac busy by trying to get out a few of my designs. She tried pushing the red mare into the race of her shop, only to find Big Mac went buds. Nope, was the reply she got. But you would look fabulous, Eddie whined. As carriage out left with the 3 mares, Bonbon turned to her representative. So, how would putting a hex on a mustache force you to fight Gale in a duel? It's not so much the mustache as the effect it would have, Tracy explained. If Rarity had a diet fight, it's quite a joke. They might have been sent to the hospital and then caused panic as the doctors scrambled to find a cure for the disease and figured out who else was infected. So a potential crisis averted, Lyra said, but it seems very impractical as a way to get you. That was just the start. I made clear if he went after any of the elements, he would be flung in jail. So he's going after something else instead, Tracy explained. You might as well be putting up a big sign just saying that he's going to punish Ponyville until I face him. I think he's done that too, Bonbon said. Look. The 2 unicorns turned where the candy mare was pointing, saw a glowing green text on a nearby wall. Clear view of the residency. You know how to make this stop, Lula Moon. Not very big hostility, is he? Bonbon commented.